We keep talking about a lot of colleges being opened, we keep talking about a lot of industries being set up, but somewhere there is a mismatch on what students are studying in colleges and what the requirement as far as jobs is concerned.
So we are studying the curriculum, in which means we are studying only general education. We are not focusing on the practical education which we get from outside. Means if we learn from if I am going to some company, they give internship. From that internship, we learn many things. But from our college, we didn't get any internship program, or it doesn't teach any scheme from that. We learn new things and we will implement directly to a company.
The government at this point in time also runs a lot of skill development centers, a lot of skill development courses. Do you all relate to any of those courses?
As ma'am was telling that HCL has got placed 2,500 youth. Ma'am, do you know how much are they charging for the skill development thing? Let me tell you, from our institution, it has been more than 35 students who have got placed with HCL, and many of them have decided not to go for it since we are being charged 1.5 lakh to get that kind of skills, to get employed in their organization. So where does that come from?
So this is not part of the skill development councils that are being set up by the government?
No, ma'am.
Yes, I also come to know and inquire that why you are charging for this. So they said that we have to invest. You are the raw material. You don't know anything about that company. They have to, you should be a skilled person for that. And they are charging for that. If you are a skilled person, they have to give you some training. All that facilities they are giving. See, if you do your engineering college, how much donation you have given for engineering college? You are giving 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. This donation you are giving for your degree also. For MBBS also you are giving so much donation.
But isn't that a failing of the government in itself? Whether the current government or the former government, that the education sector has been made in a way that it's become a business.
That is the private firm. If you are ready with that, then do, otherwise don't go. Na?
Then where do they go and find jobs? If they don't pay that 1.5 lakh rupees, where do they go and get jobs?
They can get anything, damn they can get whatever skill they have. Why they are dependent on others?
Mr. Shyam, the issue is the gap between skills acquired and skills required.
The education institutes have to create employable products. And then there has to be a synergy between industry and educational institutes. Of course, the government has to monitor, government has to coordinate everything.
But do you think the skill development centers were set up exactly for this purpose, that the government will be the median authority that would kind of bring the students, the curriculum, as well as the jobs and the industries together? Do you think that has...
The question is how well these skill development schemes are being run. Giving promises is one thing, and running institutes properly
is another.
To fulfill those promises is another thing, and there is a gap between making promises
and fulfilling them.
Between telling the electorate,
right,
see, we have got these many schemes, see, we have got these many programs, see, we have, and the reality on the ground. The students brought up the real picture on the ground, and there was no convincing answer from those who were trying to defend the schemes and the programs, etc.
BJP and Congress both are promising SOPs to students, to youth. The ruling party had came up with schemes that they said will fuel entrepreneurship. Also in terms of jobs for youth, 2 crore jobs were promised. Do you think any of those promises have been fulfilled?
I think the biggest difference between the Congress and BJP government is 5 years before Modi ji promised that he would give 2 crore jobs. I don't know the actual facts, but I don't think he has fulfilled it. That's okay, okay? Because Modi ji is that type of man. Actually, BJP government, I think, is that type of government that promises to give you 100 out of 100. But they are delivering somewhere almost 70 to 80%.
Okay.
Actually, between years before, Congress promised 50, and they delivered 50. So they were up to their expectations. But actually, as a youth, we are expecting quite higher than that.
Like what Rahul Gandhi said yesterday in Nagpur.
Yeah.
We a yearly dole of 72,000 to below poverty line people. And
these are
Modi ji promised 15 lakhs. But we will give you, that is the promise. Rahul Gandhi made yesterday also in Nagpur.
And
we will do it.
That is
Mark my words. If it doesn't do, I as a congressman would demonstrate.
So BJP
and I will
doing.
remind them.
BJP is promising.
I would like to ask
BJP is doing.
Sure.
Rahul Gandhi said that he would give 72,000 per annum to the below poverty line people. That's totally good, and it's a really good point. But we as students, we are not getting packages worth 72,000.
He will
Don't
sell
you think
the
that
country.
our education
He will sell the country for
not
giving
worth-
72,000.
who are you promising those doles to below poverty line?
No.
But you
He
have
is
your
right.
educated
What he's
youth.
trying to say, he's right. He's trying to say, why not give a dole unemployment of youths? You should give a dole to them till they find an employment. Am I right? I mean,
Yes, sir, yes, sir, I'm saying that.
somewhere.
Why wasn't
was
this
removed.
included in
India
the
with
Congress
America.
manifesto then, sir? If this is such an important point.
Yes, it will come to that. What I talked of Rahulji as a Congress president was, not Rahul Gandhi as a person, as a Congress president was, he has promised a thing, discussing with the top economists, he has developed a program which is feasible.
सर राहुल गांधी ने कहा है कि 72,000 हर साल मिलेंगे जो बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन है। अगर मेरे को फ्री में 72,000 साल की मिल रहा है तो मैं काम क्यों करूँगा? ये मेन प्रॉब्लम है सर। इसका कैलकुलेशन किया तो 3,60,000 करोड़ सब्सिडी आपको देनी पड़ेंगी। पहले से गवर्नमेंट 3 लाख की लगभग सब्सिडी दे रही है। हाँ, और इंडिया का टोटल बजट है 22 लाख करोड़ का।
ये पैसे आप कहाँ से लाएंगे?
नंबर 1, जब मोदी जी ने सब डेवलप करके 15 लाख कहा था, उससे तो हमने एक फिगर ऐसा दिया है जो मैनेजेबल है, नंबर 1.
So rather than investing or giving the people the 72,000 and having a budget of 33 lakh crore, why don't we invest it on producing jobs?
I just want to raise one more issue, is about reservations that she had pointed out. And how many of you believe that reservations are important? Because that directly impacts your education, it directly impacts your career prospects.
On one side, the BJP insists on providing reservation to the economically weaker sections from the general caste so that they can get equal opportunities for education and employment. And when the Congress government wants to give an incentive in the form of money to the poor people, then what's the problem in that? This is my question. Means these are two contradictory statements. One place they are opposing.
See,
the Congress.
reservation is giving you the opportunity to work. But if you give the easy money, you will not get opportunity to work. You need the work for your mind and hands. You don't need money.
My question is just that providing an incentive of 72,000 per year to the poor is not such a bad idea. Ma'am, you say that we need to give reservations so that the employable can improve their skills. We also need to provide nutrition and housing and clothing to the poor people who are not being looked after at all. If they at least get 72,000 rupees, they'll get money to buy food, which can help them to think in a more productive manner.
Between the Nyay scheme and the entrepreneur scheme, do you think what the young lady is saying holds ground? There are some who need this money, there are others who need jobs.
No, it is not. It is wrong to criticize this 72,000 rupees scheme. You can say that there is no detail how it will be done, how it will be provided, and how the budgetary provisions will be made. That you can say. But then if you criticize this 72,000 dole promise, then what about the 15 lakh promise? What about the 15 lakh promise? Now, giving money, putting money in everyone's bank account, giving money like this can also be looked at as an empowering tool. You give that money, and with that money, that person can start some business, start some entrepreneurship, some enterprise. Now 6,000 per person.
Per family.
You cannot live with your family on that. That is a small fraction, but you can start doing something.
I'm really sorry we've run out of time. It's got dark, and thank you so much, gentlemen and ma'am, for sparing time here for this discussion here on CNBC-TV18. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this election town hall From Diksha Bhumi, Dr. Ambedkar College of Business Studies and Research, this is Archana Shukla signing off in Nagpur.